As cost of living pressures continue to rise and external pressures mount, employees are looking for more from their employers than just a competitive salary. And it's time to focus on how we can provide personal and professional growth. And there are four main things to think of. The first is the growing importance of growth and development for employees. So research is showing that employees are prioritising career development when choosing a new role. So even though salary is important, they want to see those pathways for growth. Secondly, we want to think about flexibility and beyond just working from home. So working from home has become quite mainstream since the pandemic, but what can we do to enable flexibility in the workplace as well? So if I want to go and attend my child's athletics carnival, or I need to help my elderly parents with their grocery shopping, I'm able to fit that in within my work life and that flexibility. Also, with the upcoming right to disconnect changes in Australia, we need to start thinking about that because employers can refuse out of hours contact if they think it's unreasonable. So this just goes to the growing importance of creating a culture where we have really clear communication and guidelines on how we balance work and home. Thirdly, looking at career progression even in smaller organisations. So how can we enable those pathways and that growth and development? And it may not be possible to offer people a promotional role, but how can we offer them other opportunities like mentorships or upskilling or working on a really interesting project? And one thing to think about is there a particularly prestigious conference that's in your industry that you could offer to your top employees as a reward? So over the year, if we hit these goals and people hit these behavioural requirements as well in terms of living our values, then you go into a draw as part of our reward and recognition program. And so not only do you get a reward, but you actually get that development and growth as well. And finally, mental health and wellbeing support. So over the last few years, a lot of organisations offered a lot in this area, and sometimes we kind of start to drop the ball a little bit. But this has become an area that's really important to employees, and they're looking for this when they're looking for new roles or they're considering if the current organisation is where they want to stay. So thinking not just about an employee assistance program, which is really important, but also other things like mental health training, resilience training, and wellbeing programs. For a deeper dive into these, you can listen to the Find, Grow, Keep episode number 91, which is on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. As always, I'd love your feedback. Leave a comment below or connect with me on LinkedIn and we can start a conversation.